It is an honor and a privilege for me to introduce to you tonight our guest speaker, U.S. Congressman John Ratcliffe. As a U.S. attorney, Congressman Ratcliffe was tough on crime, and he was tough on terrorism. As a U.S. Congressman, he is a strong advocate for the men and women of our country, for the men and women of our military. For you who know him, you know that he is a strong advocate for our community, for the economy of our community, which includes Grayson County and approximately 17 other counties that comprise Texas' 4th Congressional District. But as I began to study, and you know I met you, Congressman Ratcliffe, about 10 minutes ago. We had never spoken, and I feel like many of you do in this audience, I've known you a lifetime. But one thing that I saw that was consistent, and you know, we believe half-truths, half the things that are said in the newspaper. Some of them are true, some of them are not. But one thing that I saw that was consistent was that you, Congressman, are a strong advocate for our right, for our first right, and for our privilege, for our first privilege, and that is religious freedom. You stand strong on that. Your record has not wavered. And I truly believe that we as a country, if we can ever get that right, and we have throughout history many times, and I believe we're going to get it right again, that everything else will fall into place. Please join with me in extending a warm welcome to our Congressman Ratcliffe.
Thank you all. Wow, what a privilege to be here. Thank you to everyone associated with the Faith Church for the invitation to be here tonight to celebrate America with you and to show, for all of us, to show our gratitude to our law enforcement and our fire and rescue and our first responders that serve all of us here in Grayson County, and of course to our active duty service members and our veterans that have served all Americans. You all have given me the great privilege and opportunity to be able to walk up the steps of the United States Capitol to go to work every day. And I will tell you, it is a humbling and empowering experience every time, because for all of its flaws, the United States Congress is still the most important legislative body in the world. And it is an incredible honor and privilege to me to be able to represent 700,000 Texans in the nation's capital, which is still a beacon for democracy and for freedom. But I will tell you that every time I walk up the steps of the Capitol, I am reminded of the profound sacrifice that it takes for us to have representative government and freedom in this country. I think this next song is a tribute to the men and women that have served in all branches of our military. And you all know that freedom isn't free, and those that have served in all branches of our government know that better than any of us. Is the next song, are you doing a medley of all the branches, of all their songs? Fantastic. By the way, how fantastic is this orchestra and this choir? So the medley will certainly strike a patriotic chord with all of us, but I'm sure for those that are in here that are either serving or who have served, it'll have special meaning and stir special emotions. You know, the Army Goes Rolling Along speaks to a legacy of courage from our Army from the very beginning, from Valley Forge to places like modern-day Fallujah and Ramadi. The oldest military song is the Marine Corps hymn. And it proudly reminds us of the Marines' great history from the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli. The Air Force song speaks poetically of the souls of men dreaming of skies to conquer, and the Coast Guard song reminds us of the selfless bravery of those who are prepared to do, to fight, or die. And then, of course, the Navy's Anchors Away, those that served on the mighty deep blue sea, ends with a promise of faith and courage and service true with honor above all. You know, all of these songs inspire us, but again, more than anything else, this week of all weeks, this weekend of our independence, it should remind us that freedom isn't free, that none of this comes easy, and all of this comes with incredible hardship and sacrifice. So, again, let me take this opportunity to thank you all for allowing me to serve you in Washington, and to those that are serving or have served, thank you all for giving yourself to a cause greater than you know. Thank you for raising your hand selflessly to serve your country when your country needs you the most. We all owe you a debt of gratitude that can scarcely be repaid. I wish you all a happy 4th of July. Thanks for having me. God bless all of you, and of course, God bless the United States of America.